This is the box it came in, and I'm gonna use an original. They let's go bring it over here. So what we know about these door panels is they fit a little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger around the outside, and it looks like it's about maybe an inch. We'll go an inch bigger, okay, all the way around, maybe a little further on this side. But we'll do that, and that way I don't cut it too short. So yeah, and plus, you know, we'll use the cardboard so I can, once I get the rough shape cut, I'll bring the cardboard over and then place it up here, and let's see how it's gonna look before we even touch the aluminum. And then it should be the same on this side. It would just be the reverse. So I'll check it on both. But let me go ahead and start like tracing out this panel on that piece of cardboard over there, and yeah, we'll see if we can get this to fit. Okay, so I cut the piece of cardboard here to roughly the same shape as the door. Okay, but I just went a little bit bigger. You know, I kind of traced out a little bit bigger, like about an inch maybe around the whole entire thing. So then what I'm going to do is I'll put it up to it, okay, and go around it with some scissors and just kind of trim it where I want to and try to make it look the best I can. On the top here, there's going to be, if you can see, there's a little ridge that does this, okay. I'm going to try to leave enough material on the top to kind of bend that over. So maybe I'll use like a 2x4 or something like that, stick it on there so I can bend the metal. Just, it looks like it's only about a 45-degree angle. You know, just a slight little bend, kind of like that. So yeah, I want to try to cover this up a little bit to just to make it look cleaner. But I'm not too concerned about how perfect it is. So yeah, I mean, just the cardboard looks better. So all right, so we're making a little progress here. I'm just kind of taping it to kind of hold it, and you know, just so I can check all the different areas where I want it to be, you know, flush. So yeah, this part here is something you're gonna want to take your time with and make sure your template is exactly how you want it, because you really only get one shot at it, unless you know, if you mess up, you got to buy a whole nother sheet. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so I think we got it. I think I got it how I wanted. With a little bend here, as you can see, just a little 45 on there, and everything else fits really good. I messed up just a little bit right here, and I went a little short. So what I'm going to do is when I transfer this to the aluminum, I'll just come out here a little bit. That's no big deal. All right, so we got the panel all cut up the way exactly how I want it, and I'm laying it on this piece of aluminum here. So okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to line it up to where I'm using the machined edge here, or the, you know, the real clean edge. You don't want to like try to cut it out in the middle or anything like that. So use the edges you have so they look nice and clean, okay? And all we have to do is cut there to there. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna cut it with. I'm gonna probably test a little corner over there. I have a couple different ways to cut it. I have a tool, it's like an electric metal shear, one of these here. It's like a little like nibber. It like nibs at the metal. I'll try it, but if it leaves like dents in the metal, I'm not going to use it. Or I could just add a little corner there to see which way works, and then we'll start tracing it out. Yeah, then all we got to do is figure out a way to attach it. Probably use rivets. And then we got to figure out another thing as far as the door, you know, popping the door open. So there's gonna have to be a hole in it somewhere. And yeah, I bought another piece of aluminum I've got that over here in the focus. So I picked up this little piece of really light, weighs hardly anything. So yeah, so the stuff I'm putting back in these doors is super light. Like that piece of 040 aluminum, maybe a pound or two, I don't know. And this here weighs probably a quarter pound, half a pound, I don't know, but it's really light. But it's like a C channel, okay? So it should be really strong. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably rivet that up behind here, okay? All the way down. So it'll be like here, okay? Which will give me either here or here, I'm not sure exactly where, wherever it's comfortable when I'm sitting in the car of reaching and grabbing it to open the door, okay? Wherever it's comfortable. So we'll put that there, and then I need to run a, put a hole in this too, and then make some kind of a lever, okay? Some kind of aluminum lever. It can be really simple, like just a piece of aluminum, maybe with a little curve on it to that I can hook my finger in and just pull, and it'll push this. All it's got to do is push that just a little bit, and it pops the door. It doesn't take much pressure at all to pop that door open. So yeah, and I might reuse the original rod, you know, the original rod that came with it to use to push it open, and yeah, it should be simple. But let me go ahead and get that piece of aluminum cut and bring it back over here, and make sure that fits good, and it's how I want it. So let me go ahead and cut that, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, first thing we're gonna try is these shears here, just to see how well it cuts it. Yeah, it cuts it really easy. I mean, and it doesn't do anything to the metal, so it leaves a nice edge, almost like this the factory edge, you know, out of the factory shear. So I think I'm going to use these. The electric ones work really nice, but they can get away from you. Like they go really fast. So this is a little more control, you know, like I won't have to worry about it going crazy on me and then making a big mistake. So yeah, I'll just use that. So let me trace it out and get to cutting. Okay guys, so I ended up switching to the electric shears. It did work better, okay? I wasn't sure which one would work better. I thought that these would work better, but the electric ones made a much cleaner line. So I'm not that familiar with cutting aluminum like this. But yeah, that worked really good. So I got it all cut out. Looks pretty good. We still need to cut a spot right here, and then we'll go over and test fit it. All right, so it looks really good. Everything fits perfect, just how I want it. All this covers up all the part that I cut out. Only thing we got to do is kind of bend this over, this little flap, to at that 45-degree angle. And yeah, I'll probably use, I don't know, maybe see if I can find something like a straight edge and try to kind of bend it over that. The ideal thing would be to have like one of those brakes that would bend it perfect, but I don't have that, so we gotta try to figure something out on our own. But I know that Scott Rod's gonna be calling me now to start making these because of how good it looks. So, but hey, I'm really busy, I don't have time to do it, but anyway. Okay, so we got the little angle put in there, and what I used was I have this like tool. It's like a flat crimping tool. Looks like this. And I kind of just went along the the edge of it, and I just carefully just bent it, you know. Just carefully went along the edge here and took my time and went across. These little marks you see, that's actually just in the plastic, because there's plastic covering this whole entire panel right now to protect it. So there's little marks in there, but I think that when I take that off, it'll look like just black, hopefully. But it's not perfect, but I just kept going until it wrapped around the way I wanted it to. So you can see a little bit, like a little bubble there. So I'll just come back and, you know, use this to flatten that down a little bit. But you can see, like right in here, it looks really good. So I can keep working on it to get it to all look the same. But I'm really happy the way it came out. My first time making something like this. And then, like I said, you know, we're gonna have a handle here. So I still got to do that. I got to cut that piece of aluminum and do that. But I think instead of rivets, I think I'm going to use like some self-tapping screws. I think it'd be better if I can get it off whenever I want to. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having to drill out rivets, if I ever have to take the door panel off, I'll just get some like black self-tapping sheet metal screws, and that's it. So I can always take it off if I want to. So let me look around, see if I can find a few of those, and then I'll get it attached so it stays on its own and without tape. And yeah, that's probably gonna do it for this video. It's gonna get too long. I'll save you know, doing the handle and all that maybe for the next video. And I'm hoping that the cage comes soon. It should be here. I'm sure Team Z is probably behind like everybody else, but it's been about a week, a little over a week since I ordered it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll call them on next week, Monday or something like that. But let me get some screws and we'll screw that in and finish this video up. Okay, so I found some little sheet metal screws. They're not black, but they'll work. I can just order some black ones later, or maybe even paint these, I don't know. But this is just temporary. All right, so I just got two screws in there, one there and one here. What I'll do, when I find the screws I want, there's a nice little hardware store near me, and I'll find some black ones, and I'll space them out nice and even. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, every, you know what I mean? Like, just make it look like a little better with, you know, a little more uniform with the spacing on the screws. It'll make it look like a little more professional. Not that I really, like I said, not that I care too much, but we're gonna try and make it look halfway decent. So yeah, I like the way it's coming out. And I did forget to weigh this, but I'll weigh the other one. But I can tell you that it feels like about a pound, maybe a pound. So yeah, they're very light. Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. We'll call these Chris Rod panels. So I kid around. So yeah, let's finish this video. Like I said, it's probably getting a little too long, and we got one side done. And like I said, I'll leave the handle for later on. And we got to make some kind of also like a little pole deal. I don't like some people use like a material and they just loop it, and then we'll screw it to the aluminum, and that way you can pull the door shut, you know, and also have a lever. So, but anyway, guys. I appreciate y'all watching this and following this build. It's coming along, and I'm getting excited. I'm a little bit nervous about ripping this car apart to put the drivetrain in that thing, but I know it's what I need to do. So we got some special plans for this car in the future. We have a small block Ford right here that just needs pistons and maybe a set of heads or something, and that can go in this car possibly with you know, we'll put the manual pedal box in this car, turn this into like a nice little street car. So, but anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm rambling again, but oh well. All right, guys, see y'all later.